Hello! If you've been living with chronic back pain for a long time and you really feel like you've tried just about everything, this is for you. This message is for one specific person, and I truly hope it finds you.
You've been on a real journey with this, haven't you? A journey filled with appointments and tests, just searching for an explanation that finally makes sense, for a path that actually leads to some relief. We get it. We really do.
You know, you've done the work. You showed up for the appointments, you did all the exercises, you tried the treatments, and every single time, you probably started with that little bit of hope, that thought that maybe this is the thing that's finally going to work.
And maybe over time, you started to notice a subtle shift. The goalposts moved. The appointments started feeling less about finding the root cause of the problem and more about just coping, right? Just managing it, getting through the day. And wow, that can feel so incredibly discouraging.
But what if there's a piece of the puzzle that's been missing this whole time? A fundamental part of the story that just got overlooked because, well, it's not part of the standard playbook for back pain.
So let's dive into that. We're going to talk about a part of your own body that might just hold the key to why your pain has stuck around for so long.
It's called the multifidus. Now, this isn't some big, powerful muscle you'd work out at the gym. It's actually a series of small, deep muscles that run right along your spine, connecting to each individual vertebra. And their job is to fire automatically, you don't even think about it, to keep you stable with every single step, every bend, every twist you make.
This is such a brilliant way to picture it. You know, a tree can have a huge, strong trunk, but without a deep, healthy root system holding it in place, it's not stable at all. The multifidus muscles, they are your spine's root system. You can't see them, but they are absolutely essential.
Okay, now here's where it gets really interesting. This is the core of this whole new understanding of chronic pain. What happens after an injury?
So let's walk through this step by step. First, some kind of back injury happens. It could be a strain, a disc issue, anything. Now, in response, your nervous system acts like a circuit breaker and reflexively shuts down the signal to the multifidus muscle. And here is the most important part. Even after that original injury heals up, that switch, it does not automatically flip back on. The nerve signal stays interrupted, and your spine is left trying to function without its deep, essential stabilizing system.
See how this changes everything? You've probably been told, or you've come to believe, that your back muscles are just weak. But the reality is often very different. It's not really a problem of strength, it's a problem of inhibition. The muscle has been shut off. You could do core exercises all day long, but if the nerve signal to this key muscle is interrupted, well, those exercises just can't get that signal through.
So here's the crucial point. Your pain may have become chronic not because the original injury never healed, but because this one critical consequence, that unflipped switch, was never identified, and so it was never addressed. Your spine has been trying to get by without its root system this whole time.
Now, based on everything we've just discussed, there is something incredibly important that I really need you to hear. To really let it sink in.
Please take a second with this. If you went to physical therapy and it didn't give you that lasting relief you were hoping for, it was not because you didn't try hard enough. It was not a failure of your effort.
And the reason is simple. It's scientific. This neurological shutdown, it happens at the level of the spinal cord. It's an involuntary reflex, completely outside of your conscious control. So no amount of willpower, no matter how hard you pushed yourself or how perfectly you did those exercises, could force that blocked signal to get through to the muscle.
So what does all this mean for you right now? Well, it's important to be really clear about who this information is for.
This explanation really applies to a specific kind of back pain. We're talking about what's called mechanical back pain. So pain that's mostly in your back, not that sharp shooting pain that goes down your leg. It's for people who haven't had back surgery before, and most importantly, it's for those of you who've already tried things like PT and injections and just haven't found that lasting relief. If that sounds like you, then this is for you.
And that leads us to one final, really powerful question. After all the years, all the MRIs, the X-rays, all the different appointments, has anyone ever specifically examined the function of this one muscle, the multifidus? If the answer to that question is no, then there's a very clear, very simple next step. A functional evaluation of this muscle takes just a few minutes, and it might just provide the answer that years of imaging and treatments never could. Here at Vertrae, our spine-only practice in Dayton, Ohio, this is a core part of what we do.
A new understanding really is possible.
And for you, it might start with a simple evaluation. You can learn more at Vertrae.com.